I'm saying goodbye to you, and I'm saying hello to the wide margin Quentel from Schuyler. This is my NIV Reference Bible. This is the Deluxe Single Column Reference Edition. This is what you're seeing on screen right now. So I started my wide margin adventures with this Bible, and really it's for experimentation, right? I wasn't going to commit to this Bible. I just wanted to see what it was like. So first day, I made all these notes. And then day 2, I wrote on the back of this page. And this is what I did for day 2. Actually, from here to here is what I did on day 2. And it was fun. I had a good time writing. Here is the big issue, and you could probably see it. There's quite a bit of ghosting from the other side. So this is what I wrote on day 1. And then as I started to write in day 2, that really bothered me. Everything that I wrote from day 1. This has 36 GSM paper. And I know that this is not meant for writing, so I don't know what kind of 36 GSM paper this is, but at 36 GSM, it's not great for writing. I think this Bible, this Deluxe Single Column Reference, is an excellent Bible. Great layout, you can see wonderful design of each page. I love the cross references up on top here in this little box, but this is not ideal for Bible journaling. So on Saturday, this is when this was happening. On Saturday, I was just kind of freaking out, and I was just really mostly disappointed because it's like, this is not going to work. 36 GSM, what am I going to do? So I started looking at different options, including the Cambridge wide margin. And then, of course, the big question for me is, which translation am I going to use? I am primarily in 3 translations almost daily: the ESV, the English Standard Version, the NASB, the New American Standard, and the NIV, which is what this Bible was. So I was like, well, which translation am I gonna go with, and which wide margin am I gonna use? So I considered the Cambridge wide margin. I also considered the Schuyler with a wide margin Quentel, which I already have. So on Saturday, I decided, you know what? I should probably quit hemming and hawing and just choose one and get this adventure going. I've already determined that this paper is not going to work. I do like that it's single column and I've got all this margin space, but the paper is no good. So I'll show you what I decided to go with. I decided to just go ahead and do or stick with the wide margin Quentel from Schuyler. This is the ESV translation. I already bought it. I've had it. I was sitting on it for a number of months, waiting for the right time to use it. And Saturday, day 2 of my adventure, I decided it is the time. Let me tell you why I decided to go with the wide margin Quentel. The primary reason for going with a wide margin Quentel is because of the paper. The paper is fantastic. It has 40 GSM paper, and it is really thick. So these are the markings that I did for Saturday. You can see that I'm in Mark. I was in Mark chapter 12. So I wrote, take a look at this, the writings that I made on this page. And then if you flip to the other side, now the camera is going to pick up more ghosting than what is actually there. But trust me when I say this, you could hardly see it. You could see it, that there's marking, but in actual real life, with my eyes, not through the camera, it's noticeable, but it's not so noticeable that it's distracting. In fact, I wrote this note also on Saturday, and on the other side, you can see that it's there, but it's not at all distracting or bothersome. These are the underlines that I made in yellow. Of course, they're faint, it's yellow, but you can't really see it. Now, these underlines were done in purple, and you can see the gray highlighters. Actually, the gray highlight that I used the mild liner for the gray as well as for the orange. So these are both mild liners. I'm going to flip it over to the other side, and you're going to see that it's hardly there. So I love that this particular Bible, this wide margin Quentel, has 40 GSM paper. I think it's just amazing when I was flipping through it. So let me show you a few more pages. Again, the camera picks up more ghosting than what's actually there. So this is another note. You could see that it's there, but in actual life, it's not bothersome at all. It's really good. So this is the orange highlight that I made. Let me show you on the other side. Hardly there, huh? You could see that it's there, but it doesn't bleed through or show through. So this 40 GSM is fantastic, which was, I think, the clincher for me. Couldn't stand the 36 GSM of the deluxe single column. Picked this up, opened it up, and I said, you know what? Use it. You bought it, you own it. Don't buy another wide margin for experimenting or testing. Just use what you got. I'm gonna love this one. I think this might be the one that I'm going with. So paper was primarily the biggest factor in choosing the wide margin Quentel. The other reason why I wanted to go with this is because of the margin space. Look how much inner margin space you have there, even though it goes into the gutter. I love it. Look how much margin I get over on the sides as well as the bottom, the other side as well as on the top. So this has great margin space. I did really enjoy the single column of the deluxe single column NIV. And I liked writing on one side, but I thought, man, if you can get writing on like all over the page, that would be even cooler. So that was another factor for 40. So 40 GSM paper, good margins all around. Another key reason for me choosing the Quentel is because of the ecosystem. So this is a big boy. This is about 1 3/4 inches. So this is thick. This is like going on study Bible size. It's a big boy. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take this all around, but I don't need to take this all over the place with me. I don't need this to be my everyday carry. This could stay on my desk in the mornings or whenever I do my devotional times with God and not really worry about it, because the Quentel, the Schuyler Quentel ecosystem is one of the best. This doesn't have to be my EDC, but I could use this one. This is their smaller personal size Quentel, which has the same pagination as the other Quentel. So let me turn to, let's see, I was in Mark 13 and 14, so you're going to see it has the same pagination as the other Quentel. So this is the personal size Quentel. Let me turn to Mark chapter 13 to show you how cool this ecosystem is. So Mark chapter 13, this is in the PSQ. If I go to the the previous page, you can see Mark chapter 13, same pagination. So this Quentel, this personal size Quentel, this tiny one, this could be my EDC. This big one, this wide margin, can be on my desk. The regular size full Yap Quentel is on its way here to my house, and that'll be my reader at night. So I've got a writer, I've got an EDC, and then I have the full Yap Quentel coming, which will be probably my nighttime reading Bible. And the final reason why I went with the Schuyler wide margin Quentel is because it's just well made. I did a review on this a few months ago, and this is the marble mahogany, but the binding on this is so good and so strong. Oop, there's my Bible reading checklist. You can see that it's edge lined. This gives me confidence that this is something that I could be using for years on end. I hope to do maybe 3 years and to do every single chapter at least twice through of reading and also writing and marking in it. But the Quentels are just well made. They look well made. I haven't really done a 2-year crash test or whatever, but everything about this Bible suggests that this could withstand and hold up over time without having it rebound. So that's another reason why I went with the wide margin Quentel. I think this has lasting power. It's well made. It's just beautiful. So to wrap up, to summarize why I went with the wide margin Quentel, number one, 40 GSM paper, excellent margins all around. It's part of a great ecosystem, and I think the binding is going to last a long time. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button for this video or the set of videos, and I'll see you in the next one.